Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I am very happy to make this video on how to manifest your desires with the new moon. It's gonna be pretty short and sweet, and I hope you like it. So here we go. New moons happen every month, and every month we have an opportunity to work with the new moon's energy by setting the intentions that we are going to be working on during the rest of the lunar cycle, which is approximately a month. So I wanted to make this video to show you how to use the energy to help you attain your objectives, your wishes, goals, or however you want to refer to those things that you are looking to manifest in your life. First off, what is this word manifesting? What is manifesting? People use terms that some may not fully grasp the meaning of or may not be entirely sure of what it actually means. It sounds like a magical word, and it kind of is, but especially when we're talking about the wonderful moon and manifesting with it. The dictionary says that to manifest is to make clear or obvious to the eye or mind. That sounds pretty okay. And if you really look at it that way, and if you really think about it, it is exactly that, as the dictionary says. So I guess the dictionary is right. But clarifying in your mind what it is that you want to obtain or experience or have, and the clearer you are about what your goals are, the better the chance you have to give yourself that which the universe wants to provide to you and bring to your life. Why do we do this with the moon? Well, the energy of the moon has been associated for many years with goddesses, feelings, emotions, tidal forces, etc. So it's very powerful. You may have noticed that some people that are very sensitive to this type of energy are in your life, because at certain times of month, they may be a little loony or out of sorts or anxious, etc. And I'm sure you've seen them. You may be one of them. Using this free and abundant energy is a powerful way to infuse extra cosmic, universal, available, free help to reach our goals. Can you tell that I really like the moon? Anyway, so for this video, all you need is a notebook, like the one I have right here. And it could be a notebook or a journal, but it must be one that you're going to exclusively use for this moon intentions purpose. So there's no recycling going on here tonight. Don't use one that, I used a few pages, I'm just going to continue using. No, don't do that. Get a new one. Even if it's, it doesn't have to be fancy or sparkly. The only reason I have this sparkly one is because one of my best friends gave it to me, and I had been keeping it new until I did my moon intentions, and so that's the only thing that I use this for. So don't worry too much about it being fancy or anything like that. And you're going to be using this just for yourself and for the intentions that you write in them. It's not public. It's not for your husband or wife or children or friends to read. And why? Because these manifestation things that you're working on, these intentions or goals or objectives, are really between you and the universe, or the universal source, or God, or however you want to refer to it, to the big it. So don't share it. This is yours and yours alone. And like I said, just use it for this purpose, and enough about that. So the night of the new moon, this is so that you prepare yourself. And before you start writing your intentions, do a short meditation on that night. And this is going to be a meditation that is going to help you relax your mind and get clarity on the things that you're about to ask the universe. You could also light a candle at this time or have some incense burning in the background to help you relax even more and get in the zone. I actually do both things. And sometimes I even start my meditation by doing a little bit of singing bowls, or start a meditation with a little bit of a sound, like it could also be a bell, like a brass bell, and it's whatever you feel that will help you get relaxed and open your mind to the things that you want to write down. Then do those things. And then when you are done meditating, you are going to start writing your intentions in your journal. So keep them simple but very specific, and most importantly, keep them believable. You may ask, believable for whom? For you. It's all about manifesting things that you have a true desire for and a strong conviction that you will get them. So if you don't have any faith or belief that you can get these things that you're asking for, then what is the point of what we're doing here then? So you have to make them believable for you and attainable, and just focus on those things. Now, when you're writing down your intentions or wishes or goals, make sure that you're writing them in the positive and as if you have already achieved them. You can do as many as you want. You can dream big, but remember, there's going to be other new moons. So don't get all greedy and crazy and nuts and try to do all of them and try to manifest everything in the one lunar cycle. There's going to be more throughout the year. What you can do is you can tie them. Some of these intentions may be something that you're trying to manifest on a long-term basis, like a long-term goal, and you're just kind of breaking them down. It's however you want to do them. Just don't go nuts. That's all I'm saying. Don't go loony. Anyway, there are a few things that you have to be aware of. For example, the universe does not recognize the word no. I know that sounds crazy because the universe is like so awesome, but it does not recognize the word no. So, for example, let's say that you're looking for a job. So don't write your intention in your journal as, I don't want to be unemployed, because since the universe doesn't recognize the word no or the negative in what you wish for, then what the universe is actually going to hear is, I want to be unemployed. So that's a big no-no. Unless you're trying to be unemployed, then by all means, go at it. But I don't think so. Now, still using the same example, you can try writing this instead. You can say something like, I have a job that is fulfilling. It enthuses me to go to work every day. My job pays me more than what my monthly needs are, etc., etc. You see, there's a big difference on how you ask for things. You also need to be mindful of words that you use in your intentions, even if you're stating them in the positive. For example, let's say that you are writing in your journal, I consistently lose 2 pounds every week. That sounds really positive, doesn't it? I mean, you're losing weight. That's awesome. In 2 pounds a week. Oh my God. But you are writing the word losing. And if you think about it, what happens when we lose something? Sometime in the future, we're probably going to find that thing that we lost. So you are probably going to get those pounds back. So instead of writing that, you could probably write something like, I am constantly releasing 2 pounds from my body every week. Or I am more healthy and energetic than ever before. I thrive at every physical activity I do, etc., etc. You see the difference? Once you state in your intention that you are releasing something, like those 2 pounds, for example, now that they're out there, you don't have to deal with them anymore. You're not going to find them anymore. They're out there in the universe. for somebody who's actually probably trying to find them. There's tons of people that are trying to gain weight, to gain pounds. So just release them and have somebody else take advantage of those. Okay? So just be mindful of those things. It's not hard. After you write a couple of them and you realize what words you're using, you'll get used to it very easily. Now, there's something I need to say that is not like, there are rules. There are a couple of rules. I know we don't like the word rule, but I'm sorry, I have to use it. And there's things that you cannot write down. For example, because you have no control over it and it's just not right. You cannot ask for things that involve other people. For example, you cannot ask for someone to love you, or for someone to change, or for someone to stop behaving a certain way. As much as that is something that at one point or another in our lives we wish we could do, we just cannot manifest these things because they don't involve our will. It would be something that person needs to write as an intention for themselves. So, sorry, no can do. So, and this is mainly because we all have free will. Like I said, you can't ask for it. What you can ask for is for changes in you. You can ask the universe to help you overcome situations, or help you release the need for approval, or release attachments that you may have to people, or an ex-lover, whoever. You can ask for those things because they involve you and your will, and these are things that you are going to be working towards. So leave other people alone. Concentrate on you. Got it? So far, so good. So when you have finished writing down all your intentions, we have to seal them with a kiss. No, I'm just kidding. We have to seal them with an affirmation. I kind of like the kiss idea too, but, you can do it. You can kiss your affirmations too if you want to. But anyway, this affirmation that I'm talking about is very important. It is what seals the deal. It's actually when you are formally asking the universe for all your wishes. And you have to write this affirmation after every set of intentions that you write. Every time you wish to manifest with the new moon, you have to write these. So, not these, it's just the one little paragraph. And you can modify it. You can change it to suit you better. If you don't like some of the words, you can change them for other words, whatever. Just don't forget to write it down every time that you are trying to manifest with the new moons, every month and during the whole year. I cannot say this enough. This is what is going to make it happen. So the paragraph that I'm talking about goes like this. I extend my gratitude to the moon and the universe for the manifestation of these intentions, that they may happen in divine time and with full and perfect alignment, for my highest good and the highest good of all involved, for this or something better. So it is. And that's it. You write it down and you're done with it. And now that you're done with all the writing, you're ready to read every one of your intentions and visualize yourself having achieved them. Sorry that I'm kind of stuttering a little, but I'm just realizing that it's really cold in my office here. But anyway, sorry. So you have to visualize yourself having achieved those intentions or those wishes or goals that you wrote down. You have to feel them in your heart, and you have to believe and trust that they're gonna happen, or that they have already happened, actually. You have to visualize yourself already having them. If you're wishing for another car, because maybe the car you have, you're trying to sell it and you're gonna get a newer model, whatever. You don't visualize yourself trying. You visualize yourself driving it, enjoying it, touching the leather on it, or smelling the new car smell, or whatever. You just have to visualize yourself already having attained it. Okay, that's very important because that's going to solidify it in your mind and in your heart, and it's going to be going directly to the universe where it belongs for you to come back as reality. You have to, and this one is a hard one, you have to release your attachment to the outcome because it may not manifest right when you want it. You're going to be out there in the universe, or your intention is going to be out there in the universe, and it will find you because it always does, but it always finds you at the time that is perfect for you. So don't think that because you wrote it down this month is going to happen at the end of the month or whenever you wrote down. Most of the time it will, because the universe is awesome like that, but just release your attachment to the outcome and it'll come to you. So that's it. We're pretty much done with the intention setting for this new moon and the cycle, and then you can just kind of relax. But do you sit and relax the whole time? No. You're done with the asking, but you have to understand that it isn't up to the moon or the universe to do all the work. You have to do your part. If you don't, it would be as if somebody keeps wishing to win the lottery, but they never buy a ticket. Is that going to work? Does it make sense? No. So neither will this if you don't co-create with the universe. Co-creating with the universe is easier than you think. It's just setting your wishes and goals, giving it to the universe, asking the universe for help. The moon is going to help you with its energy. And then when you're working on it, you have that extra hump in it. You have that extra sauce in your energy and the way that you're going to attain these things. So it is very simple, but very powerful to manifest with this energy. There are other more detailed ways of doing it too, more advanced, if you will, like using astrology and other things. But for our purposes, this is a great beginning, especially if you're just starting and you're just looking to see how you can do this. This is perfect. And you don't have to go into astrology or other things if you don't want to. You can just stay with this. Another way to help you manifest with the new moon is by incorporating the use of crystals and crystal grids. And I will be making other videos to show you how that is done. It's also very simple and it adds even more energy to all your intentions. And since you are starting these wonderful new habits and routines and rituals, or whatever you want to call them, I also recommend that you start your day every day with a small meditation or listening to some affirmations or both. This is going to be done so that you can help raise your vibration and attune to your intentions while you work on them during the month. It's very easy. One thing that I found very helpful and easy for me, especially on days that I'm not sure which way is up and which way is down, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because we all have those days, has been listening to a recording that I made on my phone. I used the voice memos feature on my phone, on my cell phone, and I recorded my own gratitude mantras. I listen to them every morning. It's a wonderful way to get reminded of the day on the daily about how blessed I already am. And I also included some positive affirmations that help me keep focused and optimistic throughout the day. And sometimes, you have a bad night, you're not sleeping well, you probably went to bed late and you had to get up early. I mean, there's a million things that can ruin the beginning of your day. But you get up, you drink a glass of water or water with lemon, you turn on a little bit of incense, you sit down and listen to your mantras that apply to you specifically because you recorded them as your own voice, is the own things that you are thankful for. It's a great day to start your day. It's a wonderful day to start the day. So I really do recommend that you do that. And then I, with all this, having said all this, I have found that being grateful for what we already have, it's actually the best way to attract more positive situations and people and abundance and everything that we want into our lives. You may think that you cannot think of anything to thank the universe or God or source for, right? Sometimes we're just like, but I hate this job. Well, think about it. Reflect on what you already have. Do you hate your job? Good. Then all you got to do is think about your job as something that provides you with the means to have a roof over your head, food to eat, clothes to wear, and say thanks for that. Maybe your family life is not the best. So be grateful that you have a family. There's a lot of people out there that are truly alone in the world. No brothers, no sisters, no cousins, no uncles, nothing. Some people have no one. So be grateful that you have those things. Also, if your family life is not the best, be grateful that you're recognizing that there are changes that you have to make in order for you to become happier. Recognizing those things is the first step. So as you can see, and it sounds like, oh, everything is pink and beautiful. Well, you could make it that way. Not necessarily pink if you're a guy, but you can see there's a way to turn everything into that is bad, probably, or that you perceive it to be bad, into a reason to be thankful for. We just have to look a little bit harder sometimes. So that's it. That's it on that. Now, you may be wondering, well, how do I know when the new moon will happen? Well, there's many ways. For example, most of the wall calendars that I've ever had have included them. There are websites and apps for the phone that are easy to use. I'm going to go ahead and post a couple of links in the comments of this video so that you can use them. In full disclosure, they are not sponsoring this video or anything, and I'm not in any way trying to push you to buy those or download them or sponsor them or whatever. I'm just giving you the information because if I find a helpful resource that I use, especially if I use it myself because I can vouch for it, then I will give it to you and I will post them as I find them. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and make other videos, not tonight, but during the week. And one of them will be on how to work with the full moon, because the same way that we work with the new moon, we also work for the full moon. Not for the full moon, but with the full moon. And that's coming up. The other one is the one that I mentioned before with the crystals. And so make sure you subscribe and you click on the little bell to get notified when these are uploaded so that you can check them out. And if you like them, please share them. And remember that sharing is caring. So anyway, I am very thankful for you watching this video. And it is my sincere hope that you find everything that I talk to you about helpful and that it helps you reach the dreams and goals and objectives that you have set for yourself. So that's it. I hope you have a great night. See you next time. And I'm wishing you love, light, and abundance. Bye.